Hi elephants, I'm so pleased to be back with you today. This week is Science Week, and so we're all going to be mad scientists this week. And the experiment we're going to do today is an exploding volcano. And then I'm going to read you a book about dinosaurs. And you are probably wondering, what does an exploding volcano have to do with dinosaurs? Well, there is actually a connection. We all know that dinosaurs lived long time ago, and then they became extinct. And I know a lot of you know what that word means, extinct. It means they're no longer around. They're gone. They lived way back when. And scientists think that one of the reasons might have been that back then the volcanoes had these huge, gigantic explosions, and the eruptions sent the lava down the sides of the mountain, and they covered the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs couldn't get away. So that is the connection between dinosaurs and a volcano. So we're going to do the experiment, and as you can see, I've put a couple of little dinosaurs next to our volcano, and maybe we can see whether the lava does actually cover them, and maybe could that possibly be true, what the scientists think. So this is going to be our volcano, and the first thing we have to do is we have to put 4 tablespoons of baking soda into our volcano. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the next thing we have to put in is we have to find the teaspoon, and we're going to put a teaspoon of dish soap. Any soap that your mom has by the sink is perfect. So let's fill our teaspoon with the dish soap, and we're going to pour that on top of our baking soda. And the next thing is a very important ingredient. It is some food coloring, and I'm going to use red food coloring because I think that's going to look the most like lava. So we're going to put a whole bunch of drips in there and drops because I want it to be really red. The redder it looks, the hotter it's going to look. Okay. And the next thing is vinegar. I have a big bottle of vinegar, and we need 1 cup of vinegar. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to fill my cup measurer. Okay, so when this vinegar gets poured in on top of the baking soda, there's going to be a huge reaction. It's going to start exploding. So let's see what happens. Are you ready? Here we go. Wow. I'm going to put even a little more and see if we get even a bigger explosion. It is, it's starting to cover the dinosaurs. They can't get away, and the lava, that hot lava, is definitely starting to cover them. This time I'm going to put a little blue in. Let's see. I'm going to do it one more time. Let's see what happens. See if we can get it to explode one more time. Here we go. Wow. Look at that. Oh, Mr. Tyrannosaurus Rex, just his head is sticking out, and I just see a couple of little of the plates on the back of the other dinosaur. So it looks like that really could have happened. So that is a fun experiment. And the more baking soda that you put into the cup, the bigger the explosions are as you add the vinegar. So you can do all different colors. It's a fun experiment. So I am going to scoot our volcano over here, and I'm going to read you a book about dinosaurs. And the book is called The Berenstain Bears Dinosaur Dig. So let's see what these bears are up to. Brother and Sister Bear liked to read, and they went to the Bear Country Library quite often. They liked mystery books and adventures and sports stories and lots of other books too. And one day, Brother found a book about dinosaurs. He showed it to his sister, and they looked at it together. It was very interesting. Brother and sister really liked all those dinosaurs. Learning about them was exciting. They liked their long, ferocious teeth, and they liked their long, ferocious names, like Tyrannosaurus, Stegosaurus, and Triceratops. Who do we have here? This is Tyrannosaurus. Here is Stegosaurus, and here is Triceratops. Stegosaurus had spikes on his tail. It could use them to whack the big meat eaters like Tyrannosaurus and Allosaurus, who had those long, ferocious teeth. Triceratops had sharp horns on its head. It could use them to poke any other dinosaur who messed with it. The best part was that they lived long, long ago, so you didn't have to worry about them getting you. Here is Allosaurus. Oh, he kind of looks like a T-Rex. Mama and Papa were delighted that brother and sister had this wonderful new interest. And Honey thought it was okay too. They all went to the Bearsonian Museum to see the dinosaur skeletons. They were ginormous. Brother and sister really liked those dinosaur skeletons. I bet many of you have been to the Museum of Natural History and seen those awesome skeletons there. While they were at the museum, Professor Factual saw them and stopped to say hello. He was the head of the museum and an old friend of the bear family. I see you two cubs have been bitten by the dinosaur bug, he said, smiling. The dinosaur bug, said brother. What kind of bug is that? Asked sister. She imagines a huge prehistoric insect. Professor Factual laughed. I just mean that you've caught an interest in dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures. Once you've caught that bug, it's hard to get rid of it. I know because I got it too. In fact, said the professor, would you like to see my latest dinosaur project? We sure would, said sister. You bet, said brother. Then just follow me, said the professor, leading them outside to the rear of the museum. They came to a big open pit in the ground. Mounds of earth were heaped up everywhere. Down in the pit, scientists were at work, carefully digging away. They're digging up all the skeletons that they found in the earth. What's all this? Said Papa, scratching his head. This is my latest dinosaur dig. We have discovered a large group of dinosaur fossils right here behind our museum. We're digging them up so that we can study them. Wow, said Brother, did you find a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Well, no, said the professor, but we did find a Spinosaurus skeleton. Spinosaurus was a fierce dinosaur, almost as big as the T-Rex, and it had a huge fin on its back. Can we see it? Asked Sister. Of course, said the professor. Come right this way. I wonder what that's going to look like. It's going to look like a fish with a fin on it. They all climbed down a ladder into the dinosaur dig. Now here's the Spinosaurus skeleton, said the professor. It's the first one found in this area. Wowee, said Brother, it's humongous. And over here, said the professor, there are many other fossil reptiles. As he led them through the dig, Brother and Sister imagined all the prehistoric creatures as they would have looked when they were alive. So what do we have here? We have the Spinosaurus with the big fin on his back. We have a Corythosaurus right here. An Ankylosaurus is over here. There's some unusual looking dinosaurs. If you guys saw it. Here we go. Okay. They saw another finback reptile, the Dimetrodon, a giant long-necked Apatosaurus, a flying reptile, a pterodactyl, and a giant sea reptile, the Mosasaurus. It was bigger and more ferocious than any shark that ever swam the seas. My goodness, let's see. There's the Dimetron. Here is the Apatosaurus. Right there. Looks like a long neck. Pterodactyl is the flying dinosaur. And here's the Mosasaurus, bigger than any shark around. Thank you for the tour, Professor, said Mama as they climbed out of the dig. That was so interesting. Yes, said Sister and Brother together. It was awesome. On the way out of the museum, they stopped in the museum shop to get more books and some dinosaur models and kits. Back home, Brother and Sister soon had every inch of their treehouse covered with model dinosaurs. There were dinosaurs and reptiles fighting on the stairs, eating on the table, sleeping on the sofa, and swimming in the bathtub. There were even some dinosaurs made of clay inside the refrigerator. Brother kept them there so they wouldn't get soft and squishy. It seemed to Papa and Mama that dinosaurs were everywhere. Before dinner, Papa headed for his favorite easy chair with the evening newspaper. Oh, Papa, said Sister as he started to sit. Yow, Papa yelled, jumping up. That's my setup of the Jurassic Age, Sister explained. Sister, said Papa, I'm delighted that you and Brother have this wonderful new interest. But, he said as he carefully moved Sister's dinosaurs off his chair, the Jurassic Age will just have to settle for the coffee table. And with a sigh, he sat down to read his newspaper. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Love you all. See you soon and miss you. Mwah.